The name of this class is Happy Hips because we're going to focus on the hips a bit. But I just got back from my trip to Alaska, celebrating my finishing school, and unfortunately I got COVID at the end, but the trip itself was beautiful. Got to see a lot of beautiful nature in Alaska. There's less than 1 million people in the entire state, and so in fact just barely over 500,000. So there's lots of land and lots of beautiful things to see, eagles and bears and glaciers and mountains and mountain goats, puffins. I mean, it really just goes on and on. So I was excited about that. Anyways, that inspired me a little bit in tonight's class. I'm going to share with you a few yoga poses, and one that I concocted after working with eagle pose a little bit. I thought, I've got a new idea for eagle pose, so I'll share those with you shortly. But let's begin in our class tonight by coming down onto our backs. I won't do it here, but I'm asking you to come down onto your back in preparation for the meditation. And so just take a moment to settle yourself on your mat and get in a comfortable position. And if you're choosing to stay seated, that's fine too. Just get yourself comfortable, beginning to feel the weight of the body landing here and finding your breath. Taking a nice big inhale in and a slow, long exhale. And then letting your eyes drift close or lower the gaze. And I'm going to share a poem with you from Dana Falls called Just for Now. Just for now, without asking how, let yourself sink into stillness. Just for now, lay down the weight you so patiently bear upon your shoulders. Feel the earth receive you, and the infinite expanse of sky grows even wider as your awareness reaches up to meet it. Just for now, allow a wave of breath to enliven your experience. Breathe out whatever blocks you from the truth. Just for now, be boundless, free, with awakened energy tingling in your hands and feet. Drink in the possibility of being who and what you are, so fully alive that the world looks different, newly born and vibrant. Just for now. Continuing to focus on your breath. And bringing your attention over the heart to set your intention for your practice. What are you wishing to gain from practice tonight? Each of us comes with a different reason each time we come to practice. Are you looking to unwind your day? Are you looking to build a little strength? Or maybe you're using the exhaustion of the muscles to help you reset and relax. Maybe you're bringing the focus into the body to find care for what's here in the body. Learning to listen. Couple more breaths over the heart. Let them be a little fuller. And releasing. Draw the knees in towards the chest and make some circles on the back. And then switch directions. And then slowing down, bring the shins into tabletop, your arms out into a T or in cactus, and let both knees drop off to the right. Gaze to the left. Inhale, raise the knees back up. Exhale, let them drift off to the left as the gaze comes to the right. Inhale them up one more time each side. Inhale them, exhale them off to the right. Back to center. Inhale to the left. And back up. And then go ahead and plant your feet down and roll over onto your side. We're going to start with a little warm up on our side. So bring yourself onto your elbow and bend the knees at about 90 degrees. And we're going to work the glutes a little bit here by tenting your fingers and putting a little pressure on the top of the knee. So the knees are bent at about 90 degrees. And then you're going to put pressure on as you still lift the knee. So it just adds to it a little bit. Then passively let it come down. Pressure as you lift. We'll do this for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring it up all the way to the top, holding with pressure on it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and press it down. Passively up, press it down for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, breathing with it. Last one, inhale up, press it down. Then kick the heel long. So now the leg goes straight, the bottom leg remains bent for balance. And then you're going to kick the heel back a little bit. And again, we're going to tent our fingers on the leg. And this, you'll feel the building of the strain in the leg. So how much pressure you put on the leg, you choose, so you don't get too tired. Okay, lift the heel up as you're putting pressure on it. And some of you may have more range of motion than I do. 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And then bring it up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push it down. Inhale passively up, push it down. 3 more. 2. 1 more. And then we'll kick the heel forward. So now you've got a 90 degree at the hip, okay? And we're going to start by pressure on the outside of the thighs. You lift it up, passively down. 4, 3, 2, 1. This is where I'm starting to feel the burn. Press it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Passively up and down. Passively up, press it down. 3 more. 2. Last one. And release. And now you feel the burn here in that medial glute, which doesn't get a lot of workout very often. So we'll come on to our other side. So both legs get the same workout. Again, just bringing the knees to that about 90 degree bend. We'll start with the bent position. Pressure on the thighs, you lift. Passively down. Lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and press it down. Passively up, press it down. 4, up, and 3, up, down for 2, up, down for 1. Lengthen it out. Pressure on the outside of the thigh as you lift against the resistance for 5, 4, 3, passively down, 2, and 1 more. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it down. Lift passively, far down, lift passively, and 3 down, and 2 down. Lift and last one. And then bring it forward. Pressure on the outside of the thigh as you lift and passively down. Lift and down. 3 more and down. 2 more and down. I'm getting the burn. 1 more and down. Bring it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push it down. Lift it up, push it down. 3 more. Almost there. 2 more. Yay. Last one. Push it down. Oh, yeah. Let's let that muscle release. Come on over onto your abdomen. Bring your hands right under the shoulder points. Just lift the heart a little bit in Cobra. And then tuck your toes, press into the hands and push your heels back, your hips back towards your heels. So you lengthen out the arms, tailbone is in the sky a bit. Come on forward and float the knees, coming to plank. Exhale, push it up to down dog. And take a moment to drop your heels. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, knees down, push the hips back. Inhale, coming forward, squeeze the glutes, lift the heart, this modified up dog. We're kind of warming up here. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, float forward to plank. Exhale, up to down dog. One more time through the routine, float to plank, knees down, child's pose. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, lift the heart. Exhale, back to child's pose. Inhale, forward to plank. And exhale, down dog. And just take a moment to stretch out your sides by swaying the hips back and forth. Spread your fingers. Enjoy your down dog for a breath or two. And then walk the feet forward. Bring the hands to the feet to the outside of the hands in a soft kneed forward fold. Walk both hands to the outside of the right ankle as you straighten the right knee, bend the left knee. And then switching, walk the hands over to the left ankle. Bring the hand on top of the hip, straighten that knee while the other knee bends. And then coming back to a forward fold, bring the toes forward so that they're parallel with the long edge of the mat. Inhale to a half lift, lengthen out. Exhale, soften. Inhale, sweep the arms up, coming to tall mountain, and release. Okay, so our first Alaska-inspired pose is eagle pose. And this has a balance element to it if you're not familiar with eagle. It's got a bit of chair in it, so find your weight in both heels to begin with and just kind of soften down into your chair a bit. And then keep all the weight on one knee or one heel as you bring the one knee over the other. That same side, bring the arm under and let the hands touch each other on the palms. Lift up the hands a little, draw the shoulder blades down, and breathe. Really draw that belly in with the exhale. One more breath. Then gently unfold, coming back to standing. And I like to squeeze the glutes to unfold the hips, bring the hands behind you, clasp and broaden across the collarbones as a counter pose. And then release, and we'll come and do it on the other side. So coming into our chair a bit again. And then bringing the other foot, all the weight to the one leg, and the other foot crosses over, so the knees cross. And then that same side, the arm comes under, and the palms are pressing against each other. Lift up with the hands a little, lift the heart, draw the shoulder blades down, then start to draw your belly in a bit. Exhale, couple more breaths. One more. And release. Coming back up, squeeze the glutes, broaden the collarbones, and release. That's our traditional eagle pose. Let's come to the front of our mats for a little bit of flow. And we will add some other fun poses here momentarily. Okay. So find your mountain, feet parallel with the long edge of the mat, and just feel the weight coming down. It's so warm today. You know, it's over 100 degrees out here in Sacramento. And so I'm back in the house because of it being that warm outside. Usually when it's warm outside, I love to practice yoga outside, but today was just a little bit too hot. So if you're enjoying your air conditioning, that's beautiful. Take a moment to feel the weight in your heels. Inhale and raise the arms up. Exhale and fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and step back on the right, bringing the right knee down to the mat. Untuck the toes, and let the hips sink forward to the heels, and your arms come open in a Y. So reaching for the corners of the room. Make sure that your knee comes back as your heel holds the position. So kind of pressing the forward heel away from the back knee, and let that front of that right hip sink towards the front of the room. Lift the heart. Modified warrior one. Exhale and frame the foot as you tuck the back toes. Sweep the left foot all the way up to three-legged dog. Holding up high. And then float it down, coming to a three-legged plank. And then bring that knee, the left knee, down on the mat. Step the right foot forward between the hands. So we're switching sides here. And then raise the arms straight up this time as your heels sink. Bring the left hand to the right knee and sweep the right arm open in a nice twist here. Bring the hands back straight up. Exhale and fold. Tuck the back toes. Step to forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, slide the heart down. Forward fold. Inhale, sweep it up, and release. Beautiful. Okay, let's take that on the other side. Get a little flow on each side. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, float down, coming to forward fold. Inhale, a half lift. Feel the inner thighs spin towards the back wall as the crown reaches forward. Exhale and fold as you frame your foot. Step the left foot back and bring the knee down. Untuck the toes and raise the arms up. That nice Y position as the hips sink forward, lifting the heart and breathing here. Feel the expansiveness of the body and let the navel just sink into the belly. Exhale, and as you frame the front foot, tuck the back toes, and then let that right foot go all the way up, three-legged dog. A breath or two here. And then slowly floating it down, three-legged plank. And bring the right foot down to the mat, and then the right knee down. And then sweep that left foot forward between the hands, and the arms come up. Modified warrior one, thumbs to the back of the room as the hips sink forward. Then bring the right hand to the left knee and sweep that left arm back in the twist. Get a little twist and a little lift. Inhale, raise the heart again. Exhale, frame the foot, tuck the back toes, step to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale, release. A little twirling of the body here, empty coat sleeves. Letting the arms swing a little bit and release. And we'll come into our second flow. But before we do that, I want to share bear pose with you. And we're going to actually take a walk with a bear. So with bear, you want to actually have the feet pointing out. And we'll do this at the top of the mat. Then you're going to come kind of into a deeper squat. And then the back flattens out. And I like to actually interlace the fingers and press the hands forward like this. And then you flatten your back as much as you can. So coming to the top of your mat, bring the feet pretty much to the edge of the mat. The toes are pointing out at 45. Then let the hips sink and let the body kind of come between the thighs. Interlace the hands if you like. You can bring your hands straight out as well. Keep a nice flat back, and sometimes I start looking down at my heels, but feel the back of the head level up with the shoulder blades, okay? Press those hands forward. Get the hips nice and low. And you can stay here breathing, or you can walk like a bear. We're gonna walk backwards. So 1 foot at a time, keeping the hips low. So you keep pressing the hands forward and stepping back, breathing all the way to the back of the mat. When you reach the back of your mat, squeeze the glutes, lift up for a release, hands behind the back, lift through the heart. And release, turning around. We've got to walk our bear back. So bring your feet to the outside of the edges of the mat where your toes are just curling over. Drop into your bear pose. Breathing. Keep the back of the head level with the shoulder blades and walk the bear if you choose. Breathing. Keeping the hips low is the work. For our bear pose, when you're at the back of the mat, get a nice low sink and then squeeze the glutes and release the shoulders. Nice job. Okay. And facing the front of your mat again, coming into your mountain pose, we'll come into our second flow for this evening, Savarna Namaskara C. Feel the weight in the heels. Stack the joints. Find your mountain and your breath. Narrow the throat a bit. Check in with your intention. Are you meeting your intention? Inhale, raise those arms up. Exhale, float at the hips, bringing the hands to the earth. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, fold, step back on the right, coming to a nice long lunge, runner's lunge. Keep your right hand down and lift the left hand to the sky, dragonfly twist. Keep drawing the right kneecap up and breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Bring the left hand down. Let the left foot come back to your plank. And we'll take a flow here, bringing our knees down, elbows in tight, chest and chin. Inhale, roll the heart up for cobra. Keep the hands soft. Use the back body. Exhale, push to down dog. Inhale, raise the right foot up. Bend the knees and stack the hips, really feeling the opening of that hip. We're going to come into a pigeon pose, so bring that right knee behind the right wrist. And I like to use a block underneath my right hand. Bring the right shin a little bit forward. Keep the ankle flexed so you have good protection of the knee there. Lift up through the heart a bit. I'm not sure how well you can see my posture, so I'm going to turn this way so you can see how I hold pigeon. So bringing the shin forward lets you get a little deeper into the hip and the foot is flexed. There, I think you can see it on camera. There we go. And just let the hips sink a little bit. Breathing with that for 3. Lifting the heart, shoulder blades down. 1 more breath. And then releasing, bringing that right knee up into that lunge position. Tuck the back toes and step to forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up and release. And we'll take this on the other side as well. So finding your mountain posture. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, and step back on the left. The left hand goes down, and the right hand goes up. Dragonfly twist, and breathing for 3, 2, 1 more. Bring that top arm down, step back for your plank. Holding plank for a moment, the back body strong. Little lift in the glutes there, so you have a protected back. Then bring your knees down, chest and chin. Inhale, roll the heart up. Shoulder blades down, long through the crown of the head. Exhale, push it to down dog. Inhale the left foot and bend the knee and stack the hips. Flex the ankle on that left foot. Fire hydrant pose. Bring that left knee forward behind the wrist. And again, I like to use a block underneath my left hand. Use my right hand to bring that left shin forward and have a little less range of motion on this side. So just work with your body just as it is. Breathing here. Good stretch in that outer hip. This is a similar stretch as eye of the needle at the end of practice. We sometimes use that. 1 more breath. Let the left knee come up, heel toe over into the lunge position. Frame your foot, tuck the back toes. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And release. Beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to get to show you the other eagle pose that I was working on that I thought would be a good alternative, or what I'll call Eagle 2. So coming to the top of your mat or the side of the mat, whichever works for you, we're going to drop into our heels, first feeling the weight in the heels, and then coming into a bit of a chair. Feel the heels kind of spreading apart like an eagle on the branch. And then feel that lift in the heart. And then bring your arms right behind the ears. And the elbows will be forward a little bit first, and then you're going to spread your wings. Draw the shoulder blades down. Press the back of the head into the hands. And widen those elbows. So spread the heels, spread the elbows, and breathe. For 3. Lower the hips a bit. 2. 1 more. And release. Coming on up. Draw the hands behind the back. Lift through the heart. Squeeze the glutes. Eagle 2. Okay. Come to the top of your mat. We'll take a little flow here. And then we'll do Eagle 2 one more time. All right. Finding your mountain. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale and float your heart down, forward fold. Take a moment here to soften the knees a bit. Maybe bring your hands around your fingers, peace fingers around the big toes. A little softness in the knees as you draw your heart down. Release the big toes. Come to a half lift. Lengthen the spine out. Crown reaches forward. Back of the head level with the shoulder blades. Big breath into the belly. Exhale, scoop that navel in. Inhale, fill. Exhale, fold, and step the feet all the way back. Coming to plank. Take your flow here. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga if you wish. Inhale, raise the heart, cobra. Exhale, push to down dog. Inhale, lift the left foot. Bring it nice and high.
And then bring it forward to the outside of the left hand. And walk your hands over to the right. Plant the right hand down. Raise the left arm up. And then slowly come into a bit of a back bend here. So keep drawing the right kneecap up. Feel that back bend energy, like the back of your head is leveling up with the shoulder blades. Lifting the heart. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. Then we're going to do Skandasana, or a side lunge. So slowly bring your hips down towards the bottom of the left heel. Rotate the right foot down to the mat. You can use a block if you wish to come into that Skandasana position. So the hips are coming down towards the heel and the other toes roll up. You might feel a little stretch in the inner thighs here for 3, 2, and 1. Coming back into that position, step the left foot back to meet the right and take a flow. Knees just chin. Inhale, cobra, and exhale, down dog. Breathe in down dog for 3, 2, and 1. And then we will raise the right foot up, nice and high. Exhale, bring it forward to the outside of the right hand. You're in a runner's lunge position. Walk your hands out to the left side of the mat. Leave the left hand down. Sweep that right arm up and feel the back of the head come back along with the back body in a very wide dragonfly twist. Keep drawing the left kneecap up for 3 breaths. 2, and 1. Bring your hands down to the mat. Come into Skandasana here. I like to use a block on the outside of my right foot. Drop the left heel down. Slowly lower your hips as you're able towards that left heel. Roll the towards the right heel as the left toes reach up. Getting that Skandasana posture. 1 more breath. Then roll it back up. Step the right foot back to meet the left, coming into your plank. For our final flow here, drop the knees, the chest, and the chin. Inhale, roll the heart up, cobra. Exhale, come to down dog. Take 3 to 5 breaths here. I know I haven't had as many yoga practices these last few weeks, and I can feel the difference in my practice. With acceptance of exactly how you are. Breathing, releasing, and bringing kindness to your practice. Looking between your thumbs. The next exhale, step it forward. Coming to forward fold. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold, lower your hips. Sweep the arms up as if into chair, but we're coming to that eagle two. So bring your hands behind the head, caging the ears, elbows forward, and then spread the heels and spread the elbows. Lift the heart. Press the hands into the scalp and the head into the hands. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Push up, reach up, bring the hands behind you, squeeze the glutes, lift through the heart, draw the shoulder blades wide, and let it go. Very good. Little empty coat sleeves to release from that practice. Okay, let's go ahead and come into our flow for our core. So finding your mountain posture. We'll raise our arms up. And we'll take a side bend off to the left, inhaling into the ribs. Exhale as you come up. Inhale off to the right. Exhale up. Inhale left. And up. Inhale right. And up. Inhale here. Exhale, float the heart down. Inhale, a halfway lift. Exhale, fold and step out to plank. You can stay in a full plank or you can bring your knees down. Bring a little softness into the elbows. A little lift into the hips. Keep the back of the head level with the shoulder blades. Rocking a little bit on the toes. And breathing. Then bring your right elbow down and your left elbow down. Coming to a forearm plank for 3 breaths. I'm going to bring my knees down and push my hips up for a break. 3 breaths. Float it back to a forearm plank. 2 more breaths. Walk it up to a full plank. 3 breaths. Bring the knees down and walk them through the arms. And for relief, come back onto your back. We'll just come down onto our elbows a little bit here. I'm going to take a boat posture. So just make sure your tailbone is free and you're on that softer part. And float the shins forward. You can bring yourself off your elbows if you'd like to into a full boat. Any version. You can hold your shins if you'd like to, or hold the thighs a little to help, or you can bring your elbows down as another version. Bring the feet out, or extend fully the arms and legs forward and breathe for 3, 2, 1. And then roll it down. Bring yourself all the way onto the mat, heels behind the hips. We're going to come into a bridge. This is a counter pose to boat. Boat is a challenge for me tonight to hold. Find the breath in the low belly. On the exhale, push the small of the back towards the earth. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, fill. And exhale, roll on up into your bridge, lifting the tailbone. Roll the shoulders under a bit. Let the arms be limp like wet noodles alongside your body. Heels are firm in the mat, pushing away from the shoulders. Knees are towards each other. And breathe as you lift. Squeeze the pelvic floor with each exhale. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And then slowly roll that spine down vertebrae by vertebrae. We'll roll up into our bridge. Grab the base of your thighs. Use the elbows. Extend the heels. And come to your bridge for 3 breaths. Sorry, to your boat. 3 breaths. Shaking is good. And then release yourself back onto the mat. I'm feeling the workout this time. Perhaps during my time of getting sick, I lost a little muscle. Okay. Find your way into your bridge. And you can stay in a two-footed bridge, or if you wish, bring all the weight to the left foot. Extend the right foot forward. And when you're ready, point that right toe to the sky for a breath. And then bring that right foot back down, lift the hips. And gently unwind the spine vertebrae by vertebrae. Our last vote, I promise. Bring the hands around the base of the thighs. Up on the elbows as the feet come forward for 3 breaths in boat. Lift the heart. And release back onto the mat for our final bridge pose. Finding your way into your bridge. This time all the weight into the right foot. Extend the left heel forward for 3, 2. Point the toes to the sky for the last breath. Bring the left heel down, lift the hips a bit. Lift the heels and slowly unwind that spine towards the earth. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Draw some circles on your back. Start to unwind our practice. And switch positions, rolling the other direction. Take a nice breath in and let it go. Let those breaths flow in and out of you. This practice is for you. Take the right ankle across the left knee. Press the right thigh away to keep the right foot flexed. When you're ready, slide your hands around the back of the left thigh. Press the elbow into the right thigh. Draw that left knee towards you. Then just rock a little left and right for eye of the needle. Breathing. And gently releasing the foot. Bringing the right foot down and your left ankle across the right knee. Press the left thigh away with your hands, keeping the left ankle flexed. And then bring your hands back around the back of the right thigh. Left elbow into the left thigh as you draw the right knee towards the chest, and a little rock left and right. And breathing. The stretch is in the outer left hip. And releasing. If you have a block nearby, our time for Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall, slide the block under the sacrum. Roll the shoulders under. Bring your knees in towards the chest and float your heels up to the sky. See if you can let go a little. Letting go for peace. Let go of the breath. Letting go of tension in the body. Perhaps letting the heels drift away from each other for a bit of an inner thigh stretch. Breathing. Allowing the body to be heavy. Circles with the ankles if you wish, and then let the heels come back together. And exhale, the knees towards the chest. Let the heels come down towards the mat, the soles of the feet together, the knees apart in butterfly pose, arms in cactus. And just let the knees spread towards the corners of the room. Find the breath. And let your breath be full on the in-breath, a slow, long release. Let the soles of the feet come to the earth as the knees come up. Press into the heels and slide your block out from underneath you. Let the left heel go long, the right knee into the left hand and draw it across the body as the right arm reaches out for a long spinal twist. And breathing, letting go. You can always bend at the elbow and let the hand rest on the ribs. Put the left hand under the right knee, bring you back to center. The right leg goes long. The left knee into the right hand, draws it across the body. And the gaze takes the left arm out behind you. Breathing for 3, 2, last one. And gently release yourself back to the center of the mat, coming to Shavasana, our final resting posture. Let the arms and the legs drift away from the center of the body. The spine be long. Take a nice full breath in and let it go. Continue to rest your attention on the breath. And I'll share Dana Fall's poem with you one more time. Just let it land. Just for now, without asking how. Let yourself sink into stillness. Just for now, lay down the weight you so patiently bear upon your shoulders. Feel the earth receive you, and the infinite expanse of sky grows even wider as your awareness reaches up to meet it. Just for now, allow a wave of breath to enliven your experience. Breathe out whatever blocks you from the truth. Just for now, be boundless, free, with awakened energy tingling in your hands and feet. Drink in the possibility of being who and what you really are. So fully alive that the world looks different, newly born and vibrant, just for now. Resting for a bit now with your breath, and aliveness in your body. And drink in the breath a bit. Begin to find a little movement in the body or enjoy a bit more stillness. When you're ready, bring the knees in towards the chest. And just rock the back a little bit left and right. When you're ready, join me in a seated posture to close our practice time together. Bringing the hands together in front of the heart. The light and life in me honors the light and life in you. May you know peace. Om Shanti. Namaste. Thank you, friends, for joining me back into practice again. If you would, I would love if you would add a few words in the chat about what helps you unwind. Yoga is certainly something that works for me, but I'm wondering if you would share other ideas on what helps you unwind stress. You know, stress is so prevalent in our lives, and how do we balance it out? So give me some of your ideas. I hope you have a beautiful week.